Merenda Cecelia, and I'm a teaching artist here in Richmond, Virginia, and I teach all around town, including the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts. And today I'm going to be talking a little bit about some animals in the collection here, and I'll also be showing some drawing techniques that you can use for drawing animals at home. Artists have been depicting animals in art for a long time. Right now at the museum there is an exhibition of Egyptian art called Sunken Cities. And in Egyptian art you will find a lot of cats. And in fact, my cat is named Bubastis. And that is the city in ancient Egypt where cats are worshipped. So you'll also find some other gorgeous drawings of cats in the VMFA collection. There's Steinlen, and he was an illustrator and did a lot of depictions of cats and just loved cats. Also, another artist in the collection, Anne Arnold, a British sculptor, also did a beautiful drawing of a cat shown here. So let's talk about the materials that you'll need for today's lesson. Skella, what are we going to need for drawing cats today? Skella said that we're going to need some Sharpies and some paper. You can have different sizes of paper. I like to have a really big piece so that I can use my arm when I'm drawing, and you can also use some smaller pieces, scrap paper, doesn't really matter, whatever you have at home. We're going to start off with a little warm-up. So just to get your arms moving and your hands moving and feeling a little loose and free, try doing some swirly designs, just whatever comes out. And that was just a continuous line. And now I'm going to think about what it looks like. Well, let's see. This is reminding me of a wave. And so maybe this is a fish. So I'm going to add a fin here. Oh yeah, that's definitely some water. Maybe I'll add some more water drops. And just kind of like feeling free, letting it flow. Here's the eye. Maybe it's a whale now. Add some more waves. Add some more swirly lines. I'm just getting my arms moving. That's feeling good. I like those swirly lines. Now, the artists that we looked at really capture the essence, the feel, and the gesture of the cats. So maybe it doesn't look like a photograph, but really it looks like the cat because of how it's sitting and how it feels. So I'm going to start out with an oval. This is going to be my cat's body. And now I'm going to overlap. There's the head. So I'm overlapping the shapes because when you look at an animal to draw it, you're going to notice that there are different shapes kind of put together. So the body is like an oval. The head is kind of like a circle maybe, depending on the angle. And the ears, of course, triangle ears. Maybe he's got a little triangle nose. And I'm just drawing from memory about what I know about cats. I know they have these eyes like this. Now I'm going to start to put my shapes together. So I'm going to outline. This is a contour line. I'm outlining these shapes, and I'm remembering that swirly motion that I did with my hands, so I'm gonna make a big swirly tail. There we go. Oh, this kitty's looking pretty sassy already. Definitely needs some whiskers. Maybe getting ready to think about lunch or a nap. And now for the feet. Now this one to me looks like it might be feeling a little playful, maybe ready to pounce. So here's a little paw. And then I'm gonna do sort of an L shape for the foot. So see how the leg goes back and then back forward. And here's my other paw. So this little guy is maybe thinking about a snack. There we go. Okay, when thinking about drawing animals, you want to think about all the ways that they move and their positions. So when I'm thinking about my cat, Bubastis, he loves to lie in all these funny positions. Sometimes he even turns his head upside down. So here's a funny angle. I took a picture of him with his little paw stretched out. So here's his long leg, And the paws are just huge. They're like reaching towards you. Because I think he was feeling particularly playful in this position. So the arm is just reaching towards me, and I noticed that the paws are like big ovals, and this is a kind of long, skinny rectangle going back into his arm, and then a big oval for his head, and his ear was upside down because he was thinking, pet me. And here's his little nose, and his little chin, and his little eyes were like moons. And his whiskers, all the whiskers. Hello, Booba. So I'm just gonna do some more fun, quick little drawings of cats, just keeping in mind my knowledge that there's a body, a head, a tail. Maybe this cat has a big bushy tail because he's scared. And they can be really silly, cartoonish, and you can do anything as long as you remember that the shapes go together. Here's a scaredy cat. And remember, these back legs can be like L shapes because that's the shape of their leg. Here's a scaredy cat. You can also do maybe a sitting down cat, like the statue of Bastet. So in this pose, you'd only see the front view. I like to make my whiskers extra long. This cat is saying, "Why haven't you fed me yet?" And here's a sassy tail. So just have fun with it. Look at the animals around you and notice the feeling that you get from the lines that you see. Because drawing is not just fun, it's a great friend. Right, Skella? Well, thanks for joining me and Skella today while we were drawing some animals and looking at shapes and gestures. I hope that you have fun drawing at home, because remember, you can always draw at home and you can never be bored if you have pencil and paper.